Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of my Wild Arms Let's Play. In the last episode, quite a bit happened. Rudy and the gang used the Elu Pyramid to transport themselves to the town of St. Centaur, where the second of the 3 Guardian statues is located. It was supposedly kept safe by a magical barrier that kept monsters out of the town. However, while Rudy and the others were misdirected to a nearby dungeon, where they were nearly imprisoned forever by Alhazad, seems that monsters managed to somehow disable the barrier and destroy the statue. By the time Rudy and the gang returned, thanks to some help from Calamity Jane, monsters had already overrun the town, and the statue is in shambles. With only one statue remaining, the team head to Port Timney to try and track it down. The statue apparently ended up in the possession of one wacky Captain Bartholomew, and after a series of hijinks, Cecilia somehow ended up engaged to him. During a fake wedding ceremony, the demons appeared and managed to destroy the third and final statue, thus leading to the resurrection of the Mother. However, it seems that Mother's intention is not to dominate Filgaia and win a second home for the demons, but to destroy it and consume it. This doesn't seem to sit well with Siegfried and the other Quarter Knights, who are operating under the assumption that they were going to become the new rulers of the planet. With Cecilia's communication with the Guardians cut off and no other options available to them, Rudy and the gang decide to pursue the rumors of the Guardian Blade, the weapon that supposedly brought an end to the war 1,000 years ago. However, it hasn't been seen since. Rumors lead them to a town known as the Ship Graveyard that exists near the Sea of Sand, supposedly caused by the Guardian Blade's power running out of control. Here they meet an ex-Dream Chaser, go through a dungeon looking for a memento of the Dream Chaser's deceased wife, and return it to him so that he can give her a proper burial. In doing so, Jack seems to learn a little bit about himself and about the true meaning of courage. And when we left off, there were some townspeople talking about the sudden appearance of a ghost ship off of the coast. And who doesn't love a good spooky ghost ship dungeon? So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, picking up where we left off here in the ship graveyard. We've got some rumors of a ghost ship that we're going to go investigate. There are even fewer ships coming and going than before. Well, earlier there weren't any ships, so not really sure how you can get less than 0, but okay. Right before the arrival of a ghost ship, a trade ship called the Sweet Candy or something like that entered the harbor. Well, looks like we'll be bumping into Captain Bart again pretty soon. This town's living up to its name now that a ghost ship has arrived. I wonder if people will call this place the Haunted Ship Graveyard. No new items. That's unfortunate. The ship's finally here, but the current also brought a ghost ship. I can see it from here. There's a ghost ship coming this way. Ghost ships in RPGs are always fun. Kind of like the one in Seiken Densetsu 3 or Trials of Mana, whatever you want to call it. That was a cool little dungeon where one of your characters actually gets possessed and has to turn into a ghost, and the other 2 party members have to do the rest of the dungeon by themselves. That's kind of a cool mechanic. Maybe a little frustrating because it makes it harder than it has to be. You probably didn't want to see our captain again, but if the situation gets any worse, we'll go out of business. Please help us. It's like, yeah, Captain Bart's a bit of a goofball, but I think he means well. You guys always seem to appear right when I need you. My soulmates! Can you guys give me a hand again, please? I want you to get rid of this ghost ship that's frightening everyone at the port. If you succeed, people at the port will be happy again. We'll be able to resume trade. Of course, you'll be known as the Dream Chasers who saved the port. You see, it's a win-win situation. Isn't this a great plan? Hey, no hurry. You make some preparations first. Come back when you're ready. Yeah, I think I'm about as ready as I'm gonna get. Although, actually, I think I do want to buy another piece of armor for Cecilia. I think I forgot to do that last time. I also happened to remember that I missed a treasure chest back in the Pleasing Garden that had Crustcraft in it. So I went and picked that up off camera and did a little bit of grinding in the process. Yeah, I want to buy an extra one of those. Okay, now I think we're good to go. It's not a very long or difficult dungeon. And of course, being a ghost ship, everything is going to be weak to holy, so you're going to get some good mileage out of Cecilia's light blow spell. Okay, we'll transfer from the sweet candy to ghost ship. Come back to the boat if you get into trouble. We'll be waiting here. Yeah, he talks about a win-win situation, but I think he gets the bigger win out of all this, making me do the dirty work. You know, I guess this might be a good time to check the radar, see if it comes up with anything. Shit, doesn't look like it's going to. Yeah, the obvious chest over there. Cool, nice dead end. And a fight for my trouble. Let me try out Blast. Well, some decent damage, but it wasn't quite enough. Prism Ray would actually be doing quite well if it actually had some better accuracy. I suppose since I'm going to be using it a little bit, I might as well put some points into accuracy once I get back to town. These enemies are starting to cough up a lot of experience. It's deteriorated from long-term exposure to sea air. Yeah, I think there's some skeletons that have notes and clues and stuff. Guess that is not one of them. Yay, creepy dolls. My favorite. Here we go. Yeah, it's dividing up the enemies into weird groups again. I really hate that. I would like to be able to hit all of them at once. Yeah, Prism Ray doing God's work over here. Ah, now we can use the lighter. Knew that'd come into play some point. Anything other than the chest? Nope. Hand pan if you would please. Secret sign. Ah, here we go. We are men of the sea. Pirating and smuggling is our life. We'll still be able to fight even if we get shaved down to our bones. Cybergeist. Don't think these guys are too tough, but maybe we'll put light blow on Rudy just in case. Should be able to do a big chunk of damage. Well, 1200 experience for a single enemy, especially one that was that easy. Not terrible. There's a switch. Do you want to push it? And no clue what that did. I think there's a door somewhere that it unlocks. Let me go check elsewhere before I go down that staircase. The dead do not speak. There's no response, it is only a corpse. Let me die. I don't want to be a pirate anymore. Let me out of this darkness. I'm really curious how critical hit calculation works in this game. Usually it's like a straight double whatever a normal attack's damage would have been. Sometimes more. In this game it doesn't seem to be the case. It doesn't even seem to be like a 50% increase. It just seems to be a little bit random. So yeah, critical hits don't seem to be all that special for whatever reason. A weathered skeleton, you don't say. I got a note here. It's a piece of paper folded in the book. The stuff is behind a hidden door. No one knows about the hidden switch on the side of the bed. Well, I do, and I already flipped it. It will tell me nothing. So maybe the switch just opened this staircase? Oh, nice. Oh wow, they really went all out separating these guys. I've always got room for more lucky cards. I'm actually gonna go double back and check something. I feel like I missed something here. Not like these enemies are super tough or anything. A little extra experience never hurt anybody. Yeah, unfortunately these chests here, there's no way to get those right now. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm missing something here. No, I'm not seeing anything that looks like it changed. Like, hopefully I'm not missing something, but I think I might actually check. Yeah, actually it looks like I didn't miss anything. I guess I must have just picked it up already. Otherwise, not really sure the significance of that switch there. Guessing it's probably something that must be obvious, you know, as long as you hit it and walk along, nothing you have to go out of your way for. But at any rate, here's a really creepy flaming skull. Captain Geist. The dead will roam the wasteland now. Celebrate our glory with your lives. Like big old Captain Hook looking MF over here. Let's see. We'll have Rudy use a lucky card. Pretty sure boss doesn't have anything, but maybe we'll pretend that he does. Let's give it a shot. Nope. Man, this guy hits really hard. Holy moly. Yeah, Healing Blade is so good. Crazy how that barely hurt him whatsoever. Alright, time to get serious. Let's see, let's armor down. Uh-oh. Oh, that sucks. We'll have Jack take care of it. Why don't we have Jack use the Saint Rune? Actually, you know what? We'll save up and use Sonic Vision since we haven't seen that yet. And what else? Try Valkyrie. I have this weird feeling like it's probably gonna do nothing, but we can always try. Doesn't hurt. That wasn't so great. Considering that it's supposed to be a spiritual attack, you'd think that that would do a lot of damage against ghosts. Don't know why it did so much damage against that stupid mantis back in the garden, but whatever. Yeah, Sonic Vision, I have a feeling, is going to do quite a bit of damage to this fellow. Yeah, almost 2,000 damage. It's 3 times as powerful as his meteor dive. Super weird how his regular attack does the most damage of everything he's got at his disposal. Oh, let's see, try some fun mystic abilities. Let's find out what this does. Or not. Oh, wow. Over 15,000 Gela. Not bad. Well, the nice thing is we get a free exit from here. Don't even have to cast escape. That was kind of a cool special effect. You guys have helped me out not once, but twice. My pride and honor tells me to give you the use of my ship. This will allow you to travel the inner sea. By the way, why are you guys traveling around Fulgaia anyway? They told Bartholomew the entire story. The demons, the guardians, the stolen teardrop. Wow, I had no idea something like that was happening. It sounds exciting. Let me and the sweet candy take care of the sea. Captain, I have a favor to ask. I'm from Adelheid and the town was destroyed by monsters. I want to go and help rebuild it. Ah, that's right. You were an architect, weren't you? Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. Go and rebuild your town. Thanks for everything. I'm in your debt. He's a very talented person. He'll probably make Adelheid even better than it was before. Okay, we'll make preparations for departure. We'll meet you on the beach outside of town. And now we finally have our first vehicle, so we can travel around the ocean. I hear trying to reach Arctica. That's too bad. The bridge between here and Arctica is gone. There's still a shallow spot where you might be able to cross, but you'd have to figure out how. No one can cross unless they're tall enough to walk through the shallows. Just get some stilts. There's a legend in these parts about a sleeping giant. The ruin that harbors the sleeping giant is called the Giant's Cradle. This is where the heartless giant sleeps forever. Yeah, now we can get those chests. Yay. See, forget what the wind vane does. Does it prevent back attack? Yeah, so it prevents back attacks. That's kind of nice. Now I've got a nice chunk of money. New crest graph. Think I'll go and upgrade the Prism Ray's accuracy. And see if I can figure out a new spell for Cecilia here. Kind of getting to the point where I'm not entirely sure what spells to give her, at least until we get access to the advanced magic. Dispel might potentially be useful. At least you got enemies that buff themselves, and this can help undo that. You a customer or what? It's like, no, I'm just here to annoy you. Yeah, it's not terribly expensive to upgrade the accuracy on this thing. Unfortunately, it only goes up a couple of points at a time. I think that 90% should be sufficient. I mean, we'll get better options later anyway. Sir? Go around your obstacle. Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work out. Well, now we've got the ship at our disposal, we can actually start traveling freely around the world instead of having to rely on the Elu Pyramid network. Alright, time to take a trip around the inner sea. I can't remember if I can... No, I was getting myself psyched up. I thought I would actually be able to get access to the higher level magic at this point, but no, I just remember that that's going to be a little while, unfortunately. What I can do is I can head back to Adelheid and start the reconstruction minigame, which will take a while to complete. You can find a free duplicator lying around. Cool. Well, at least we got rid of the really dreary music here. Our town is still alive. That's why we must keep rebuilding it. I thought it was the end of the world when the monsters attacked. I feel much better now that all these repairs are going on. The engineer that came from out of town fixed the cobblestones so fast I didn't notice they were fixed until now. Yeah, he literally just got here 5 minutes ago. I think we donate to the mayor here. You must have money to redevelop the town. Or maybe I can't restart it yet. We need money for the reconstruction efforts. Donate 500 Gela, sure. I can't remember exactly how far you can take it at this point. I think you have to enter and exit the town a whole bunch, and every time you can donate a little bit more money. Eventually the place starts looking a little bit more like normal. It takes a while though. And a whole lot of cash. But there's quite a few payoffs that come from it later on in the game. You can only donate so much money though, and then you have to progress the story before it'll let you donate again. So I think you can probably only give him like a couple of handouts before he stops taking it for a while. Yeah, plus if you didn't save all the townspeople during that event, during the demon attack, there'd be some people that are missing. Like, I think the innkeeper can actually die, and then if you let that happen, then you don't get an inn in the town anymore, which kind of sucks. 3,000 Gela. Yeah, I think the final donation is like 100,000 or something ridiculous like that. Needless to say, I don't have nearly enough money to do that, even if it was possible. But I know he stops asking for money after a bit. Job's not done yet. You donate 5,000 Gela. Okay, I think I probably donated about as much as I'm going to for right now. Starting to take a big chunk out of my wallet, so I'd probably better let it replenish a little bit before I go too much further here. We can go get back to exploring for the time being. Now that we've got access to the inner sea area, I don't really remember exactly where it is that I need to go next. You can't sail under bridges, can't? Nope. Didn't think so. Yeah, you got these shallow areas like that you can't go across either. So the area is a little bit limited, but there's a couple of different places that we can go and check out. I think these guys are weak to lightning, hopefully. And once again, we get a little bit of a difficulty spike. The monster's hitting kind of hard. Well, that's disappointing. The enemies are weak to lightning, but they only took 28 damage. That's ridiculous. Yeah, these guys might be a good candidate for using armor down. Oh hey, a magic carrot out of the deal is not too bad. My gosh, these things have ridiculous defense. There we go. Yeah, the guys on the ghost ship are given better experience than this, and a heck of a lot less trouble. Well, that wasn't so bad, except them trying to make off with my money. Oh hey, it's Saint Centaur. Still dealing with the monster issue. Ooh, hey, a free lucky card. What have we here? Giant's Cradle. Large stone door with a weathered piece of paper next to a small hole. Sacrifice the innocent heart to the sleeping giant. Well, I have no idea what that means. Doesn't look like we're getting in there. Then here's some more shallows that we're not getting past. Yeah, the experience out here is really not impressive at all. And we get an impassable whirlpool. You know, these things being sirens and all, I would kind of expect them to confuse me or something, instead of stealing little bits of money. Honestly, they're not even worth the effort. Oh crap, Cecilia's about to die. I didn't notice that. That's not good. Yeah, it's really nice that you can use armor down on enemies and it doesn't even work. Nice. I'm a firing my laser. Yeah, that's Port Timney, I believe. Yeah, I don't think we have anything to do there. Try blast and see how much damage that does. Probably not much. Yeah. These things are a little bit ridiculous. Change your name. Yeah, no thanks. I think we're good. Well, I think we found our next destination. Not entirely sure that I want to go there just yet, though. But I'll always take a free crest grab. Yeah, what the heck, we'll go ahead and hit up the dungeon. I don't think we should have too much trouble there. Yeah, these things are super annoying when they do that. It's like you encountered me, like you started the fight, and then you just run away. It's like you're just wasting my time with all this loading. There are 3 roads. Cooperation and trust will bind them into one. I think this is showing us how to climb the tower. This must mean that each of us has to go up separately in order to reach the top. I know it sounds dangerous, but we must separate from here on. Yeah, so this is another instance where we have to split up the party. And I do not remember who goes where, so we'll just go in here and find out. I think it becomes obvious pretty quickly which character is supposed to go up which side, because there will be something that requires a specific tool. You know, obviously you won't be able to go anywhere if you don't have the right tool. Oh, how about you don't poison him? Man, that was one heck of a meteor dive. Was not expecting it to do that much damage. Well, with this kind of experience, it won't be long before people start leveling up. I have a feeling this is probably not Jack's correct side. It'd be cool if they gave some kind of a hint as to what character goes through what teleporter, like before you go too far. I think that room with the switches might actually be a place where you can change party members and swap what path they're on. So maybe once I get everybody to that point, I can like go and double check the next area and see if I'm on the right road or not. Given that it's having me fight only single enemies on this path, it kind of makes me think it's for Cecilia, considering that she is substantially weaker physically than the guys. See, like, they could put an item associated with each character in those first chests, like a crest graph for Cecilia and a bullet clip for Rudy. And then that way it could give you a hint as to who's supposed to go up each path. But they put a potion berry in the first one, so it's like, how am I supposed to know? Yeah, I really think this is not the path for Cecilia, because typically they wouldn't put her up against multiple targets at once. Go, Death Guardian! And of course it does nothing. Okay, yeah, this path is definitely for Jack. So I'm gonna have to go switch to him somehow. Hopefully on this floor they can swap places. Well, this might get a little dicey. Man, I don't even know. Oh, stop it. Jesus, this is getting annoying. I have a feeling this probably isn't going to work. Nope. Dude, knock it off. He just keeps healing himself for more damage than I can do in a turn. I guess I could always try and run. There we go. Guess that's one way to deal with them. Now please don't do this where I like have to be on the right switch in order for this to work or something. Have the right person on the right path. Ah, I see. So now I'll have to take Jack back down some stairs. Yeah, I don't think lowering my defense is gonna save you, buddy. can hear it in my head. The essence of chivalry is the ultimate challenge for a swordsman. You shall master the art of the fast draw. This junky statue awaits my challenge? So, do you want to do it? Yes. The lesson continues. Warrior, you are not permitted to rest until you've mastered the draw. And a smaller number of critters. You'd think it would go in the opposite direction, where it would actually have you fight 1, then 2, then 4. Because that seems like that would actually be the more challenging way to do it. But I also understand why they're doing it this way. No resting is allowed if you want to be the best warrior. Use your sword to hold yourself up. Yeah, just one guy. Get countered, idiot. You have learned to control your fears well. You have learned the ancient secret. Victory is in your hands. Yes, this particular ability, if I remember correctly, tries to halve the enemy's HP, which really isn't all that great. I'm pretty sure it does not work on bosses, which of course would be the prime time to use it. Because of course that would make things too simple now, wouldn't it? But we can try and master it just for giggles. Yeah, not super impressive, especially considering its high MP cost. I would just as soon not bother with it. I suppose I should probably go and check and see if the other two need to swap places before I go any further. Otherwise, I might encounter another little mishap. I think this is probably the correct setup. Or maybe not. Let's have Rudy and Cecilia swap places. Means Jack will have to go back and be the one to hit the switch, I think. Okay. Hopefully that'll do it. I'm guessing this is a bullet clip. Okay, yep, now we got it. Now we're on the right track. Hi, kitty. The cat demands pets. Let's see if the prison ray will deal with these guys. I hope that they don't hit Rudy too hard. Probably should heal him. That's a lot of experience. Very nice. Poor Rudy, the only person that can't use a healing ability on himself. Well, we got ourselves a bunch of geniuses here. Well, at least Prison Raid took care of those guys. Get wrecked, loser. Yeah, just to make you run around a little bit more, let's put a bunch of switches in really inconvenient places and make you go find them all. I'm surprised the hand cannon didn't finish him off in one shot. Ugh, guys. Seriously? This might be a good time to just use Rudy's summon and hopefully get these things out of here. Knock it off. Giant beetle. Yeah, the damage is not impressive, but at least he's able to hit multiple targets with it. And hey, he broke 2,000 hit points, not bad. Alright, I think that's all for him. Let's get back to Jack here. I'm guessing this will be a secret sign. Yeah. Goodbye, Gremlin. Oh, get out of here. I don't know if it'd be better to AoE these guys or just take them out separately. Oh, you're gonna be sorry, bud. That is some crazy damage. I wonder. Nope. Trying to be clever, but apparently doesn't want me to. Oh. Alright, you guys are getting just a little bit annoying. Really? There we go. Yeah, this experience is insane. Okay, now we just have to do Cecilia's part. Oh boy, what do we have here? Behind the doors lies the benevolent stone giant. Deep inside the ground, the stone giant waits for the blue heart. Yeah, let's save before anything goes catastrophically wrong. The blue doors will open when the three lights merge. Though we kind of already figured that much out. The golden beast holds the song of the blue heart. Whoa, hello, sir. Here's an interesting fellow. And of course he hits hard. Wonder if he has an elemental weakness. Probably not. Oh, that did it. Another friend. Honestly, I have no idea if this guy's got a weakness or not. We'll just see if we can reduce his defense and maybe I'll smack him to death. Assuming he doesn't smack me to death first. Hey, this is the entrance. What strange powers brought us here? Now the gang's back together. And you know what that means? Boss fight. The shrine belongs to me and no one else. May a swift death come their way. And suddenly we find ourselves fighting a QB. Don't know that this guy has any kind of elemental weaknesses whatsoever. I think he's mostly magic damage, so I don't know. Let me put Dark Blow on Rudy and see if he takes magic from dark, or takes any damage from dark element. Ouch. Poor Jack got a little bit messed up. Wonder if he'll take any damage from Valkyrie. Probably not. Oh, Jack might be in trouble. Oh yeah, he's dead. Cool. And of course he's immune to it. Wonderful. Bro, can you stop? We might actually be in a bit of trouble here. Good grief. Well, I think what we're going to have to do is have her bring Jack back. Have Rudy immediately use a potion berry. This guy is not playing by the rules. Totally forgot how obnoxious this boss can be. I guess if nothing else, I can always reload and go back and get something to deal with that. Like suction, I think, would prevent him from doing magic damage and fill the person's MP instead. Jeez Louise. Sir, please stop. Oh, this might not be a good thing. Yeah, it gives them all regen and increases their abilities, but it also makes them berserk. This is not a good time to figure that out. But perhaps as a consequence, now it seems that the boss is only using normal attacks instead of casting spells. Or maybe he's out of MP. Well, it wasn't exactly the way I wanted to go about it, but it worked. Nap time for Mr. Fox. And plenty of money for my trouble. The blue virtue acquired. Now we can get out of this horrible place. Well, that was a bit of an adventure. I think now we'll go head back to Adelheid. It's like I definitely need to rest up and restock on some items. Oh, these guys and their defense are so annoying. Get out of here, losers. Honestly, not even worth the trouble. The blue tower seals the spirit of the good. Oh, maybe they... Oh. Red tower seals the spirit of evil. What does that mean? I don't know. But I'm guessing the blue tower is probably where I just went, since I got the blue virtue from it. So now we have to go find some kind of red tower. I am a traveling swordsman. In my travels I've heard of scrolls called the Secret Sign, which pass on ancient sword fighting techniques. If you give me one of these scrolls, I'll show you a new technique. Yes, this is it, the secret sign. Alright, here's my end of the bargain. There is a soul in everything that exists. You can defeat an enemy by damaging its soul without touching its body. You can reach its soul by extending your own. This is the essence of the void, the ultimate sword fighting mentality. So basically we got an instant kill ability for Jack to try out. Again, probably not one that's worth dumping a whole lot of time and effort into, since it doesn't work all that often, but I suppose you could have it on hand in a pinch. Gotta reload the ammo, and then time for a rest. I think I'm going to take a little break, and I will be back after I have had some lunch. Alright, we are back, and I'm going to start by talking to the Restoration Committee guy, see if he'll take any more of my money yet. Hey, he won't. That's fine. Given him quite a bit so far. Honestly, I think we're gonna just head out now. I think we are good. Fully stocked on ammo. I think we're good on items. So we went through Tri-Pillar and found the blue heart. Supposedly there's a red heart as well. So I'll have to look into that. I think that there's actually a new town that we can get to. Might have some new gear too. Like, I do actually know where to find the red heart, but we can't actually get there just yet. So we do have to make a detour for plot purposes. Thank God for Prism Laser. I'll definitely not miss having to fight those crabs. I think this is where I need to go. Oh my. Got some big lads over here. I think they're weak to fire, so let's give it a shot. It got Soul Breaker and it actually worked. Amazing. Typically those instant death attacks in RPGs don't work too well. Case in point, the death rune on Cecilia. Tried it several times, both on camera and off, and it hasn't worked on a single enemy so far. That's disheartening. Ooh, I'm getting dizzy. I think I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, you might want to stop staring at that whirlpool, dude. Ah, yeah, here we go. Totally missed this earlier. Not sure if these guys have a weakness. Not too exciting. This is the town of Rosetta. It's a nice town, just like me. It's kind of an odd way to introduce a place. And that's a very strangely specific amount of money. There's a little girl living by herself at the east edge of town. I'm not supposed to play with her, though. Alright, fork over the big bucks. I think this might actually be the point in the game where I have the best purchasable equipment. There's still a couple more towns, but I think this might actually be it. Rumor has it that the Elu living on the outskirts of the town has been there for many decades. Do you know how spooky that is? Oh, so the girl that lives there is supposedly an Elu. The Elu that lives in this town is probably the last one in Fulgaia. I wonder why it stays here. There have been reports of Elu hanging out in this town for at least 200 years. The girl from the east end of town is a little strange. Angry doggo. People in this town aren't very nice. It's making my personality somewhat unfriendly. Because of that Elu girl and Mayor's ill. I want this dog to keep the Elu away from my house. Somehow I don't think that's gonna work. The 1 Gela coin. I'm not sure if there is even a purpose to this. What do you want? This is a peaceful town with no problems. Well, it sounds like you might have a bit of a racism problem. Hey, Crestgraph, just in time. Get out of the way, dude. Okay. It's a little bit late to be doing this, but honestly, I might as well get the suction spell. Would have been really helpful in the fight with the Mage Fox. Wish I'd remembered that. Oops. I get to play with my older brother again today. Haha, you're not invited. It's like, I don't want to play with you anyway, you punks. I've eaten the desserts and all. What should I do now? Sounds like you got some rich kids here. There's a rumor that my illness was caused by the Elu living just outside of town. Luckily, my sons are healthy and doing fine, thanks to my money. Yeah, money doesn't buy you everything, bro. Like a winning personality, you seem to lack. Oh hey! Yet another bizarre mislocalization. I think it's supposed to be migrant hat, not my grand hat, but whatever. Don't you think money is everything in this world? Seems to be a sentiment that a lot of people are sharing here. Look, lady, you need to get out of the way. You guys look unusual. See anything you like? This town's very special, don't you think? Both this town and I have benefited greatly from trade on the inner sea. The girls are busy all the time. This town may be rich, but there's something missing in the hearts of the people. Yeah, you can say that again. The Elu girl gets bored easily if we don't play with her. Yeah, I think your definition of the word play might be a little off. This Elu looks like a little girl. I hate seeing her get harassed by the townsfolk. The Elu at the edge of towns always look the same. Her looks haven't changed since I was a child. Elus be like demons or monsters. Some headgear for Rudy. Which I'm guessing means that there's probably one for Cecilia. Maybe not. pretty flowers. I didn't know that beauty like this still existed in Fulgaia. Hey, do you like flowers? Are these yours flowers? They're beautiful. I'm different from you. I'll get you in trouble if I talk to you. You're an Elu, aren't you? I met your kind before in a ruin, although it's just a holographic projection. I learned that all the Elu disappeared after the war with the demons, but here you are in front of me. I am the only one left in Fulgaia. I'm all alone. What do you mean alone? I have to pay penance here. That's why I couldn't leave here with the rest of them. Hey, give me that thing. We want to play with it now. Give it to me. What a bunch of rat-faced kids. The three of them against one little girl. That's an Elu. You'll be cursed. Hey, what? Our father's the mayor of this town. You're gonna be cursed. Why did you do that for me? No one's ever been nice to me. I'm supposed to be alone forever. Thank you for your help today. Those boys always mess up my flowers. You have nice flowers. You must like them a lot. These flowers possess strength as well as beauty. They came up through the hard ground. I love that strength. Are you trying to bring back the greenery in your own way? That's real strength. Kind of person like myself can't manage. I'm not strong. The father of those boys has a grave illness. I know the cure. I kept quiet because an herb called the arnica grows in the forest in the south. Arnica would cure his illness. I'm afraid they do terrible things in the forest, so I kept silent about it. You'll be strong if you go with friends. Let's go to the forest and get some of that arnica tomorrow. The arnica is in one of my flower fields. Yeah, I'm kind of sad because she actually joins you as a temporary party member in the remake, and she's kind of broken because she actually has skills that use impede, but they replicate the effects of healing items, including like nectar and ambrosia. So you could actually get basically like X potions and elixirs and mega elixirs and use impede to cause those effects rather than consuming the actual item, which is kind of nice. Of course, she has like next to no offensive power, and she doesn't stay in your party for very long either. It was kind of a cool idea, just maybe not the best execution. Oh, here we go. I wasn't expecting it to be an icon on the map. That's how these things go. The herb is full of energy. This is the arnica herb. It should heal the mayor's sickness. Hey, this is an excellent playground in the middle of the forest. Let's make this our fort. It's ours for sure. This is our playground. Get out. Please, these are important herbs. Don't abuse them. I said move! You understand? Good on Rudy. You hit me! I'm the mayor's son. Mero came to pick these herbs for your father. Both the Elus and the humans live in Fulgaia. Why should we fight each other when demons threaten both of us? I don't understand. I was told human history contained many battles. What's wrong with the strong leading the weak? You dream chasers possess the power to fight, so don't be hypocrites. Nyeh. It's okay now. Don't be afraid. I'm confused. No one's ever been nice to me. I don't know what to do. Excuse me, sir. The Elu brought healing herbs? Don't be ridiculous. Rumor has it the Elu cast a spell on me to make me sick. You should ask the people spreading these rumors how hard she fought to get these herbs for you. We met your sons at the South Forest. They should know. Let's go, Mariel. Now you have a strong heart. I have to go water my plants. I have a feeling that I can change the world like you said. Thank you. All I can do is give you these flowers. Oh hey, she gives you some small flowers. Nice. Speaking of which... some apples. I can't believe that Elu would cure my father. Yeah, let me smack you again, you little brat. Oh, and what do we have here? I have an interesting proposal. Will you listen? Much better. Here it goes. There's a ruin called the Vulcanon Trap at the west edge of the Inner Sea. Rumor has it that the Guardian Blade used in the ancient war 1,000 years ago may rest there. I wonder why people's interest in that sword perked up all of a sudden. Came to see if you'd join my search. I want the treasure in the Vulcanon Trap, and you want the Guardian Blade. We'd make a good team, don't you think? Leave the Vulcanon Trap's key to me. You just take care of the monsters, okay? Yeah, so it turns out we had to make a little detour to Rosetta in order to get Calamity Jane to join us and bring her key along in order to get to the dungeon. Otherwise, we could have gone straight there. I swear, these enemies are some of the most annoying in the game. Hardly worth the effort either. Oh, just go away. Ah, there's the confusion. Was wondering if they'd ever do that. I wonder if the boat will be confused. Yep, it sure is. There we go. We have the special key to open this door. Are you sure about this, milady? Of course. Now get to it. Okay, my lady. Got it. Bang. Check this out. Jane does her thing. My work is so flawless and fat-free. You guys take it from here. I'll bring up the rear. So, you want the easy job, milady? You're damn right. Love how our key is just this comically, absurdly sized bomb. It's like, you know, Rudy has a few of those, but they're small in comparison. I mean, if one big bomb works, why couldn't 10 smaller bombs work? Yay, more demon birds. Oh, it's this guy again. I imagine he'll probably die a little bit faster since I've got like 2 tiers of gear higher than when I found him the first time. And those rewards aren't nearly as impressive now. Big old baboon. That's an interesting enemy. He wasn't so tough. Crazy how enemies on the ghost ship were giving so much experience compared to these guys. And the tri-killer too. Silver heart. Can that nullify silence? What? Oh, now that's just rude. Yeah, I think that's all the items. Wonder what this guy's got that's so good that Jack can't seem to steal it. Come on. Hand over the goods, bro. Bullet clip. Ow. Hopefully that doesn't do too much damage. Rocket launcher. Now that I think about it, I'm actually going to do something a little bit odd. Oh, wow, I can't use the escape spell. That's garbage. That is honestly garbage. I mean, I understand why, but it's still garbage. I think I'm actually going to leave the dungeon and I'm going to go back and upgrade the rocket launcher real quick. Because it is actually an extremely powerful weapon, but of course when you find it, it has kind of garbage stats. So I'm actually going to break here for a moment, go back to town, upgrade it, and then I will get back to it. Alright, we're back after making a brief stop in Adelheid to upgrade the rocket launcher. And as you can see, it is quite a bit more powerful now than anything else in my arsenal, but I had to stop upgrading it because I basically ran out of money. The rocket launcher is extremely potent under most circumstances. It is an ability that hits a random number of times, and it tries to distribute the hits amongst all enemies in a group, but if you're fighting against a single target, all of the hits land on that one enemy, and it can do a crap ton of damage. So, looking forward to using this. It's one of the best weapons that you can use on a boss that we're going to have for quite a while. So, going to be making use of it for a little bit. And here's got some really strange looking guys, new enemies. This enemy type is extremely obnoxious because they have a habit of inflicting you with a bunch of status effects. And I'm also not terribly sure if they have any kind of a weakness. Gotta love the whole evil clown archetype of enemies. At least they're worth a decent amount of experience. Oh my goodness. Like at this point, I think they're just out to annoy me. Like they're only delaying the inevitable. Yeah, I could definitely do without the silence. Bye-bye, monkey. And bye-bye, fiend. Hope I'm going the right way. There's a scratching sound.
What's that sound? It's a funny squeaky sound.
Unfortunately, it was not the right way. Dude, find a better hobby. These status effects are getting real annoying. Is this the treasure room? It looks like it, milady. We've arrived at our destination. We'll split up from here. I shall do my best to find the Guardian Blade. Easy hunt, easy bounty. That's my kind of game. Milady is quite excited. I can see. Like all these treasure chests that we're not going to be able to get. Boo-hoo. Maybe I could get rid of him before he starts confusing people. Now I just have to deal with Butt Dragon. Now we go this way. There's a scratching sound. What is it?
Oh,
Of
yeah!
course, it's Zed. Zed, at your service. Thanks for waiting, my friends. They're from Fogaya. Let the execution begin. I'm up and totally ready to go, dude. Here we go again. You're the fool who thinks he's a match for me. This time it's going to be different. No sunny breakfast for you tomorrow. Dude's just like Gilgamesh, comes busting through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man, and spouts off a bunch of gibberish. You can hear the voices of awe. I'm being praised as the best of the best. It's like, yeah, the best of the best in idiot comedy. Lucky card. Probably best to buff defense. Still has a great battle theme, if nothing else. Yeah, now it's time to use the rocket launcher. Let's find out what some of these abilities do. Or the mystic on her items, anyway. Yeah, that did a little bit of damage, huh? Well, I can put hide to the test. I think as long as she doesn't attack the enemy in any capacity, she can just stay untargetable. Not that I'm expecting this fight to last too much longer. Yeah, bye. Hey, what are you doing? Stop! No, wait! That hurts, you know. You're getting on my nerves. Next time you won't get off so easily. Next time, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, famous last words. Yeah, I guess the one downside to Heal Blade is that you can't use it outside of combat. Be really handy if you could. Oh, good, a save point. Hallelujah. Oh, this looks ominous, and it's Berserk! You again! That was funny. Alhazard suggested if we were to spread rumors about the Guardian Blade, you fools would show up. And you fools did. My stomach still hurts from all the laughing. The Guardian Blade you fools are looking for is gone. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You know the ocean of sand in the middle of Fulgaia? That's the power of the Guardian Blade. It destroyed the demons, the humans, and all of Fulgaia. Well, not all of it. In the end, it even destroyed itself. You took such a long journey for nothing. But you don't have to worry about the trip home. I'll take care of that for you. I'll bury you guys right here, right now. He's going Super Saiyan. This is the reason why I chose this ruin for our fight. No way, it can't be. My powers are being drained. Hey, this one's starting to glow too. I'm gonna break it. If you get any more excited, the ruins will collapse. I don't need any help from any enhancing machines. I am a Nightcrawler. Beware, human. I'm getting weak, but I'll never yield to a human. It's like, yeah, you might in a moment. Yeah, once again, massive physical attacks are incoming. Not too worried about the guys, but Cecilia might end up getting smashed, so I'll give her a double dose of shield. I think that attack either paralyzes or confuses, I'm not sure. Either way, I don't want it, and I'm glad it didn't do anything yet. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I think we'll do armor down, and then maybe I'll take a gamble on Valkyrie. Probably not going to work, but I'll try it just for giggles. This is going to hurt. Yeah, paralysis. Great, cool, awesome.
Berserk breaker.
Shoulder check. Thanks. Oh crap, Cecilia is in a world of hurt. Disrupt. Oh, yeah. This would be a really good time for condition green. There we go. Except I think Cecilia. Okay, it was Jack. Well, this is decidedly not cool. This would be an excellent time for a Potionberry Mystic. Bro, stop. Yeah, I guess I'll use my last lucky card. This will probably kill him. Okay, maybe not. See if Valkyrie works. I am not expecting it to. Okay, well, it did something. I lost. I can't believe it. Oh, give me that sweet cash. Huh, he disappeared. Pansy. Hey, the red malice. So now we have the Giant's Lost Malice. Oops. Alright, better bail out while we can. Pretty sure I still can't use escape, which is unfortunate. And somehow Jack is still paralyzed. You would think that that would clear after battle. I can't believe I lost to a human. I'll get you next time. How pitiful. You used all your powers and you still lost. And against humans of all things. Who was that? No way! You're not even a council member! Give me a hand. Gather my body parts and take me back to the photosphere. I have no hand to give to a loser. Climb, humans. Climb up here to my level of dreams. Whoever the hell you are. Ominous voice. Why is there an earthquake going on here? Crunch. Get off me, you idiot! How long do you plan to stay on top of me? Rudy's blushing. Hey, you crushed my treasures! What the hell are you doing? Look at this! Hey, I'm sorry, alright? It won't happen again. Look, it's like one of 2 times in the entire game that Rudy says something. But, milady, under the circumstances, I think he did the right thing. Your safety is the most important thing to me. I know. Don't star me with that again. Thanks for saving my life. Remember, you can't buy a life, but there are a lot of other things you can buy in this world. Sorry, treasure. Well, we didn't get the Guardian Blade, and Jane didn't get her treasure, but at least we found the other half of the key we're looking for. So I guess that's something. Well, at least we got a free trip out of there, more or less. Berserk was defeated by the humans.
He ruined the plan I so gracefully gave him. He really can teach an old dog new tricks.
No need to laugh at his scattered remains. I heard it was a death befitting of him. Now that he's gone, we can have all the fun.
With him gone, we can't call ourselves the Quarter Knights.
Don't worry, my children. I already have a replacement in mind.
Yeah, my turn's finally come. With me, the Quarter Knights will revive like a phoenix.
Come, Boomerang, show yourself. And here comes another dude with a cool theme song. No, it can't be. He's known as the Cannibal, the Executioner. A man with his reputation should not be joining the Quarter Knights. To kill other demons was one of my missions. Of course, I didn't have any misgivings about that unimportant mission. I do as I please. Mother, this man is not suitable to be a knight.
I cannot listen to you this time, my dear Sieg. Boomerang has a mission. You should understand this. I have told Boomerang to eliminate the humans guided by the Guardians that are preventing us from achieving our goals.
I understand, Mother, if you say so.
Oh, Sieg, my obedient and dear Sieg,
let me handle the elimination of the humans.
I would like to see if they're worth the trouble.
Let's go, Lucy.
I just want to save my strength right now. That's why I sent him to go after the human beings.
Don't worry, Sieg. Does that mean that we're going to launch a major attack soon?
Yes, but until then, no one must come near me. Understand, Sieg?
I shall activate the Soul Delita. It is the ultimate defensive barrier. It will stop any intruders from entering. It is the reason why our fortress is called the Photosphere, the Orb of Light.
Soon, we shall see chaos and destruction.
Soon. Trademark. It's like, cool, big old bad barrier that we're not going to get through. Yet another obstacle presents itself, as if we didn't have enough already.
What are you folks going to do now?
We have some unfinished business.
Certainly. We'll miss you.
We'll see you again. It's a small world. Alright, let's load up. Oh, and we got a free trip back to Rosetta. That's not bad. Probably gonna save my money and not do any more upgrading of the arm just yet. The rocket launcher, that is. I'd kind of like to, but I might end up doing a little bit of grinding for money just so it's not a huge hit on my wallet. Oh, decisions, decisions. Okay, so let's head back to the Giant's Cradle, now that I have both of the keys, and see if we can't get into the ruins. My favorite enemy, back to annoy me again. Oh, it doesn't look like they're going to have a chance to run this time. Maybe. Don't remember if it matters what door you put what jewel in. Success. Man, so many crest grabs all of a sudden. Just about learned all the basic magic. This is the crib of eternal sleep. No one must interrupt it. Well, there's a lot of stern warnings and a lot of cryptic nonsense around this place, and lots of defenses. So whatever's in here must be something pretty big and bad and important. We've got the second form of the critter. And they're not too soft, which is good. Oh, I finally found their weakness. Oh no. Yeah, I recognized what I did wrong, like, as soon as I threw out the hook there. Very sneaky trap. And of course it's far from the only one. And now I hesitated for 2 seconds and I get caught up in all that nonsense. Okay. Hopefully
Hopefully I'm out of the range of the spikes. No, but now I don't have enough room to push it. Or do I? Aha. Yeah, some of the tricks and traps in the dungeons are getting a little bit tougher now, finally. Yeah. Really? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, I haven't had to use the pocket watch in a while. Come on, don't be touchy. There we go. Yeah, suck it up. Good experience. Very nice. Oh no. That's not nice. Wasn't expecting it to get a turn faster than me. Well, unfortunately, Cecilia will not be partaking in experience in this battle. Amnesia is such an annoying status effect. Oops. Alright, one of these definitely is going to be needed for something. Oh, hello there. The Fortress of the Gods is an invulnerable machine protected by a magic seal. This is where the lines blur between defense and offense. Can it be? Another one sleeps in this desolate ruin. It's one of the 8 powers from 1,000 years ago. A weapon built by humans to fight the demon race. But what should we do now? We need to figure out how to operate this thing. I know, it's an overwhelming feeling. So, the only useful thing this thing does is fight? Is that what you're trying to tell me? We're going to awaken it to fight? A sword is made for cutting and a spear for stabbing. Mercy is precious, but mercy can also be an indulgence in a world like ours. I'm sorry, but let's ask that strange professor. She seems okay. You mean Emma back in Adelheid? Can I use a skate, please? Yay. Thankfully, just a short boat ride away. Found another golem in the back of the ruin? Please take me there. You won't be sorry. I have experience from the Tomb of Lilithia, remember? Yeah, because excavating that thing ended up turning out real well for everybody. Lucky for you and lucky for me. Why do I feel like I'm the only one talking here? Because you are. I guess I have the traits of a person born to be in charge. Okay, Fulgaia Defense Force, let's go take a look at this golem. It's like, who are you deciding for everybody that now we're like some kind of Super Sentai team? Like, I don't remember signing off on that. Like, of course, if you actually were to join the party, I might feel differently. But alas, we are not playing the remake. At least we get a free trip back to the bottom. I never thought I'd see this while still in my 30s. Hey you guys, this is great. You must have good karma like me. I'm gonna check it out. Hey Mousy, give me a hand. You look like a good candidate. What does that mean? Here's what I've learned so far. I call this guy Asgard, not Earth Golem. Horrible mistranslation. I found some ancient writing on him pertaining to the Fortress of the Gods. It's written on the shield mechanism located on both sides of the arms. Since the rune's in such good condition, the golem's in perfect working order. The thing just stopped working right now. It's alive. That's... I think right now means suddenly. Thing just suddenly stopped working. It's still alive. Unlike Lilithia, this golem's just sleeping. I've tried to wake it, but it needs more than a little shove. Don't worry, when it comes to these matters, there's nothing I can't do. Let's go, Mousy. Try again. Why won't you wake up? Get up? Why? After 1,000 years, nothing has changed. People just want to use me as a weapon. I was born into a house that was a little different from ordinary people. As I grew up, I was looked after every inch of the way. What was really important for the people was the symbol I represented. Everyone thinks that because I'm royalty, I'm expected to act like one. People only like me because I'm the princess. Sorry, I didn't mean to tell you all my problems. I thought you might understand. You didn't want to be born as a weapon either. Oh, you can understand me? No, everyone wants to use you as a weapon. No one must know that you're awake. Please, remain asleep until this is over. If you can hear past my voices, if you can hear the cry of the people under fire, you must wake of your own free will. Golem, activate. How? I tried everything and nada. What did you do? Nothing. I was just talking to it. It decided on its own to wake up. Oh, who the hell cares? Now we have the power. We have the ancient antidote to the demons. No, it's not a weapon. It's joining us as a member of the group. Hey guys, see? The Asgard's in agreement. The voice pattern of the princess is now registered in the golem's memory. Please, lend me your big hand for the future. A future where you're no longer needed as a weapon.
It's like, hey, it's kind of like a Gundam. It gets its own launch sequence and theme song and everything here. I feel like we should be playing like Kobe Gundam in the background. It's alive! Tried Asgard. Walk up to the golem, push the accept button. You can dismount the golem by pressing the cancel button. It's large enough to walk across shallow water, but too large to go through a forest. The shields on both sides will keep enemies away while traveling. It's a little low on output. Too bad we can't expect more from it. Sure would like to upgrade its shields. It's a defensive golem. It's not made for battle, but it can cover a lot of ground. I have to get back to Adelheid to study the data from this discovery. I have a few things I'd like to try out. Could lead to a new Emma motor. Please bring my ship back. Thank you. Getting a little worried that she would just run off with it. But now we can go ahead and take Asgard for a spin. So yes, we very much can indeed finally traverse through the shallow water, which opens up some more areas of the map. Crummy thing is that you can't get this guy on the ship, obviously, so unfortunately his use is a little bit limited. Ah, here we can buy the accessories. A little bit pricey. Don't think I need to worry about them too much right this moment. Don't think there's anything else here that's worth looking at just yet. And now we can go to Arctica. Can't read the sign. I would not advise getting off of the golem while traveling through Arctica because the monsters here are actually at a pretty high level compared to us. There are some out there that could easily murder us in one shot, so it's honestly better to just stay on the golem for the time being. Although if you could survive the battles, you'd probably get some nice experience out of it. And here we have our next story destination. Court Same. This is Court Same, a village of orphans and people running from the monsters. Very much a frontier town. And you know what that means, time to raid the place. Wow, did you see the babe that came out of the huge mansion? What a set of legs. Weirdo. When I'm watching the children, I see a glimpse of hope in this wasteland. This place gives me the creeps. The children like songs about heroic knights slaying monsters. Please make yourself at home. Excuse me, sir. Hello? More crest grabs.
Mr. Maxwell came to this town and spent his fortune on the children. So we got some rich guy. A long time ago, Mr. Maxwell began researching ancient technology in the town of Malama. He moved here to house orphans he took in from the wastelands. It's a lot of work to raise that many orphans. His 2 daughters act like big sisters to all the kids. One thing that they could have done with a localization is avoid the repetition of words. It gets a little bit frustrating. It's like you can find a different way to say things without repeating the same word over and over again. See, wow, I have 3 crest grabs. Honestly, I really don't know if I need any more of this stuff, but what the hey. Yeah, I'll organize the spells later. I'm OCD about organization, but I don't really feel like messing with it right this second. Next time the boss comes back, we're gonna go on a picnic. It's like, who's the boss? Tony Danza? Alright, looks like we've cleaned out all the items. Oh yeah, this place is awesome, as it sells these different elemental rings. Basically, if you equip one, you become resistant to that element, but it also adds that element to your attack. So this can be super helpful. Problem is, these things cost a pretty penny. I think I'll hold off on the Holy and Demon rings for right now because Cecilia has spells that will apply the same effect. But I think I'll go ahead and maybe buy 1 ring of every other element for the time being. And we'll come back here after we get some money and I'll buy a couple more just so I can potentially have one on everybody. It will be helpful in quite a few fights. The children who grew up in the orphanage always help out the new kids. They don't want them to feel the loneliness that they had to experience. Oh, I already talked to you. The church. Jessica is beautiful and very nice. Jane's the toughest when it comes to fighting, but she's also the nicest of all. And they talk about Jane, they mean Calamity Jane? We called her boss for years. It's unusual to call her Sister Jane. Can we? Jane's our breadwinner, but we have no idea how she gets the money. We're proud of our boss. I want to be like her. The secrets of rings. Rings worn on the left hand can enhance weapons or magic. Different rings can be used for different purposes. For example, the rest of the passage is smudged by children scribbling. Yeah, another thing that you can do with the rings is if Cecilia uses Mystic on them, then you can use the elemental attack spells without having to spend MP, which is kind of cool. Oh, I thought the boss came back. Here's Mr. Doggo. Big Doggo. My whole body feels weird. It doesn't feel like my body. That's kind of a creepy thing for a dog to say. It's also kind of creepy that a dog would be saying anything, but that's beside the point. Do you have anything interesting? Not really. Okay, just making sure. Even children must stick together. My sister and I grew up in the orphanage. Hello, anybody home? Doesn't look like it. It's like time to go creep around the basement like a weirdo. Ah, here's some people. Book entitled Controlling a Golem. Do you want to read it? Golems are voice activated by a pre-registered voice. They can also be controlled by a musical instrument played at a certain frequency. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like we're not done finding stuff after all. Always good to double check. I'm studying the workings of the arms under Nikolai. I feel like a full disciple now. Want your arm modified? Please allow me. How much is this going to cost? Oof. Big oof. Well, it's still worth it. That's going to be ridiculous damage output, but I'm going to have to do some grinding to get some money back soon. I'm Nikolai Maxwell. I'm the Armsmeister in this tiny village. Long ago, I was one of 6 who studied at the Old Man's Lab. The Zeppet Rough Night Laboratory led in the study of ancient technology. And you? What? Rudy Roughnight? You're the Old Man's grandchild? Sorry, we used to call Meister Zeppet the Old Man. How is he? It's been close to 15 years now. Flashback. Rudy starts to talk about his Dream Chaser days before he met Jack and Cecilia. Zeppet Roughnight. He thought of Zeppet as his father. He was an old dream chaser and raised Rudy since infancy. And yes, Zeppet actually is another misromanization, but I'm going to hold off on mentioning the rationale behind it for the time being. During their travels, Zeppet taught Rudy the life of a dream chaser, but most importantly, he gave Rudy a heart to protect the ones he loved. One day, the inevitable happened. The old man's traveling days came to an end. Rudy was now tasting the true meaning of being alone. And we get that somber scene from the animated intro sequence. Rudy buried the remains of the old dream chaser on a hill that the old man was fond of, and the rest is history. I'm sorry to hear that. He was... well, that's quite an arm you've got there. Do you know how to use it properly? Guess the arm wouldn't have synchronized with you if you didn't know how. My daughter Jane's also capable of synchronizing with an arm, but not nearly as powerful as what you have here. Speak of the devil. Papa, I'm home. What are you guys doing in my house? Jane, you know these people? No, Papa. I just met them a little while ago. Why are you in such a hurry? I'll be upstairs. Please make yourself at home. Jane's a good daughter. It's because of her that I can keep the orphanage running. Go to the southeast and cross the shallow water. There you'll find the epitaph of the sea wind. It's an incomplete tower that we use in the research of a flight machine. The research Meister Zeppet and myself left behind may be junk to some, but you might find a use for some of it. Take this key. It may look funky, but it'll get you inside. Many of Zeppet's belongings from before Rudy was born are still there. A wind-up key acquired. 6 disciples of Old Man Zeppet became Armsmeisters and spread out across the land. We were all outcasts in one way or another. What are the others made out? Hey, it's Magdalene. Thank you for what you've done for my mistress. We'll be holding a humble banquet on your behalf. The mistress is waiting for you. I hope you have a good time. Thought that she was upstairs, but I guess not. Oh, she's outside. Hey, you didn't tell my pops I'm Calamity Jane, did you? I mean, like it would be that hard to figure out. I'll never forgive you if you gave him even the slightest hint. Ah, so we see her true colors. She acts like a greedy, money-grubbing maniac who basically does whatever she wants as long as it puts a coin in her pocket. But it sounds like she's actually doing it to help keep the orphanage afloat. So she might talk tough, but she has a heart of gold. It looks like we have our next destination decided for us, but I think I'm probably going to go ahead and call it here. I think I'm going to go and do just a little bit of Gela grinding off camera and probably call it for this episode. Next time, we will go investigate this ruin, the Epitaph of the Sea Wind, and see what we can dig up there. Maybe it can help us do something about the barrier the demons put around their fortress. So maybe we can bust down the door and give Mother a good kicking in the keister. Well, until next time, take care.